Hello everybody, Marlene, aka Snowgurner307. We are here for all the things and stuff today. It is finally time to do my once a month budget. This includes the budget, it includes cash stuffing, it includes sinking funds, and it includes savings challenges. We're also going to be stuffing some cash into my wallet in this video because I am behind this month because I have been on a couple girls trip the past couple weekends and it has been amazing, but it's time to get caught back up. So let's go ahead and jump into this.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
It's finally time. It is October 9th. This is the day you guys are going to see this. October 9th, and I'm doing my October budget. I am behind, and I was going to do the video yesterday like I should have, and that already would have been a little bit late. But I was busy yesterday doing other things, and I realized, you know what? Take a deep breath. Relax a little bit. It's okay if the video is on Thursday instead of on Wednesday, and things are not always going to go to plan. Things are not perfect, and sometimes you just need to take a deep breath. So if you take nothing else from this video today other than that, give yourself some grace. It's okay. The world is busy. If things aren't perfect, remember, they're never going to be perfect. If you watch my YouTube channels, then you know things are never perfect in my world. Seems like we've got storms coming. Seems like there are people that don't agree with what I say, and that's okay. And so we have got a lot of cash here. This is how it came from the bank. We're going to go ahead and sort this really quick. I'm going to chit chat with you guys, and we are going to do the ones last because we are going to go through and organize them and of course save our bucks, everything. Today I went and grabbed a pumpkin chai latte, and it was absolutely delicious. Can't talk already, you guys. It's going to be that kind of video. It was absolutely delicious, and the woman who owns the place saw me looking at my ones, and she's like, "What are you looking for?" And then so I explained it to her, and she'd seen me do it several times, but today she just happened to not have anybody else in line and had a chance to ask me. So I was telling her about how I collect A-Bucks, D-Bucks, and G-Bucks and what I collect them for. She thought that was a lot of fun. And of course, what I love about it is it doesn't really affect your budget a ton. If you are a cash-based budgeter, which I know several of you guys maybe, and some of you guys may not be. I really don't know, for those that watch my channel on a regular basis, if you're still using cash or if you are using a bucket system in your account or anything like that. And so truly, to collect the bucks, you need to be a cash budgeter of some sort. I do carry cash in my wallet. As a matter of fact, when I was just in Kentucky with my friend Carol, I spent quite a bit of my own cash instead of putting it on a card. Now, I do love utilizing cards, and this is because I love getting free travel for those. I was just able to go see one of my best friends, Carol, and I was able to use miles for that flight. And so all I had to pay was taxes and fees. And I can't remember for the life of me exactly how much it was, but I do know it was under $15. So I was able to fly and see her. And it just makes life a little bit more enjoyable because I always joke around and say my love language is travel. So there is our real cash. I do have some play money here as well, some prop money. So that's our real cash. We've got our cash envelope breakdown right there. We've got our budget here, but I am going to move this off to the side. Let's go ahead and do the bucks really quick and get through these. And yeah, I have just been traveling up a storm lately. And this last trip, I really paid attention to the amount of money that I was spending while I was traveling. And of course, it is very easy to blow through a lot of money when you travel. For example, I am going to go ahead and put up a little short at my airport. I call it my airport, but it's truly the closest commercial airport to us, and that's the Jackson Hole Airport. Absolutely beautiful there. One of the most stunning airports. It is a small airport, which makes it nice to fly in and out of. But you guys, just in case you didn't know, the Jackson Hole Airport is not in Jackson Hole. It is actually in the Grand Teton National Park. So when you fly out and when you land, you get beautiful views of the Tetons. And I do believe, if my information is correct, it is the only airport in any national park in the United States. So it's kind of full. It's kind of, I almost said kind of full, kind of cool. I like silly little random knowledge, things like that. The amount of worthless knowledge in my head is unbelievable, but knowledge is power, right? Whether it's worthless or not. I just like learning a little bit more. It was so funny when I was in Kentucky. I asked my friend Carol, who has lived there. They've been there for over a year now, but of course they're still fairly new to the Kentucky area where they're at. And I started asking her questions, and she's like, you know what, I don't know. And she was driving, so I spent all the time Googling while she was driving so we could learn more about her local area. And that's what I like to do. I like to learn more. I love history. I didn't love history when I was in school, and I think it's just like I love reading, but if I get assigned to read a book, I don't want to read the book. I think it's kind of that, but I love history and knowing more about it. Okay, there we go. So we have got all of our ones separated out. It takes a little bit longer when they're not faced, as we call it. The bank machine will let them put the bills in to face them, but a lot of times my bank is busy and I don't want them to have to worry about that. For my bank, they use a cash machine now, so the bills go in all wonky, which is why you guys saw what you saw. So we have $100 in ones today. We got a lot of bucks coming out here for our stuffing. Most of the dollars, I believe all of the dollars, are only for savings challenges, so it does not really affect the budget a lot. So let's take a look. We got 4 A-bucks, and 3 of those are pretty nasty looking. So 4, wow, this is a lot of D's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a good number. And for G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A good amount there as well. Like I said, I've got my wallet. We're going to stuff my wallet. My wallet has not been unstuffed either. But a lot of times when I get bucks for change, I look at my change right away, but I don't necessarily pull them out of my wallet, so I just kind of put them in different spaces. 2 more D-bucks and a G-buck, and I think that's all that I had kind of tucked away in my wallet. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's it. I am going to go ahead and pull out my divider so that we can stuff my wallet as well. And then actually, we need some paper clips and some sticky notes too. And you guys might be going, Marlene, how are you stuffing your wallet for October when it is already in the middle of the month? The way that I let my funds happen was I went ahead and got an extra week worth of money for my wallet. So I've always got an extra week that I can stuff with. So technically, week 1 is already done, right? But I'm going to be stuffing my wallet for the first time this month. That's how I do that. We'll unstuff in a minute. Here are some paper clips that we're going to need. Let's go ahead and do our bucks here. And I didn't grab any markers, you guys. I am failing. We need to grab markers. And let's do this. So we've got A is for Australia. And I know that we don't have enough to cash that out. So let's go ahead and add to this. What color were we using? Oh, orange. I see it right there in the middle. So we have, what do we say, 4 bucks? 4 more dollars going towards Australia. If I can open up the envelope, we will be doing good. So let's go ahead and mark this. Mark. Sometimes I don't know why I say what I say. I know oftentimes it's because my brain is working faster than my brain. No, than my mouth. Okay, so D. And we had orange for that one as well. And so we only need 9. And we know we've got more than 9 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that's going to give us $25 to go towards diving. So let's grab out 9 and then we'll double check and make sure that we've counted it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, let's make sure we've got 25 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to put this off to the side so it can go into the bank. And let me double check that our view is okay. Oh, looking good. I always panic and think that maybe I didn't push start. And that is the worst when you accidentally do this type of stuff and don't get it recorded. So we've got $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7 towards our next batch for diving. We are getting ready to pay for our next diving adventures. So we've got 7. There we go. And we are going scuba diving in both November and December. And a lot of times people like to ask, how much is scuba diving? That 100% depends on where you scuba dive and how much you want to scuba dive. And if you go on special excursions, depends on what country you go in, depends on if you dive with other people or by yourself, depends on if you need to get equipment, rent equipment, which we do, much easier than traveling with equipment. And equipment is super expensive to buy and it goes out of date fairly quickly. Kind of similar to electronics, you know, maybe not as fast, but all right, let's see for G-Bucks. It looks like we need 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Let me make sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we don't get a cash in the G-Bucks this time. This is going to the patio. But back to just give you guys an idea of how much it cost Bridger and I for diving. We are looking at 2 trips. We're not doing an extensive amount of diving. I believe one trip we're going to do a total of 4 dives. And those can be either 2 tank dives. What that means is you take out 2 tanks with you on the boat. You do 1 dive, you come up to the boat, and then maybe you move somewhere else on the reef, do another dive, or they can be a single dive where you go out. But that's what a 2 tank is. So 4 tanks total. And the other one we're doing 6 tanks total. Now we are wanting to do the shark dive, which I've talked about before, the hammerhead shark. So there is a little bit of a charge for that. And we're wanting to do it when we are in the Cancun area because it is in the Cancun area that this dive is. So it's cheaper because one vacation we're staying in the Cancun area, the other vacation we're on Cozumel. But our lady that helps us with booking our dives isn't sure if the hammerhead sharks will be there when we go in November. So if we can't do it in November, we'll do it in December and then it will cost more money. But you know, I mean, that's neither here nor there. But right now, with those dives for 2 separate trips, we are probably looking somewhere between $1,500 and $1,800 for the 2 trips. And so $750 to $900, you know, per trip, per se. All right, let's talk about budget now, shall we? Let's go through this budget. Oh, and I told you guys that I would share my budget numbers from my business. I shared a little bit of this with my YouTube members. Just in case you guys are not familiar, I do have YouTube memberships, and with YouTube memberships, you get exclusive content like the video I did yesterday, along with, depending on your level, free products via email and or via snail mail. Also, I do my monthly budget kit. You also get a birthday surprise. And, you know, there's just all kinds of fun stuff that comes with my memberships. So if you want a little bit more info, just head over to the membership tab and you can see that there. So I'm writing this down because I've got some stuff written on this budget page that has some information. It has an account number on there. I don't know why I did that. I need to get rid of it. And it's just, I should have done it on a sticky note, but I didn't. So let's talk really quick about where this $4,000 in pay came from. If you are brand new to my channel, I retired early from being a sheriff's deputy here in my local town in April. Best decision I ever made. And so I had to replace my sheriff's office income. I like to pay myself $4,000 a month for my business if I can do it. Now, last year, that would have been no problem whatsoever, but life happens. Again, life is not perfect. And so for the $4,000, last month on YouTube, I made $1,940.90. And then my Etsy and my own personal website had a profit, as far as the platforms are concerned, of $1,565.70. I also got a little bit from Amazon for $20.42. That's, for example, if you say, hey, Marlene, I really like those dot markers that you have. Do you have a link for those? And I've got it down in the doobly-doo down below, or I send you a link. If you buy these, I get a few pennies, right? And so it does add up. So that was $20.42. Now, those three amounts for income do not add up to $4,000. I'm being 100% honest and transparent with you guys. However, I do have a sinking fund for my business for my pay. And I did this and I saved up for this before I left the sheriff's department. And so I'm pulling $1,600 out of that to bring into this budget. I do know that I would be able to pay bills and do everything that I needed on $1,600 less. However, I wouldn't be able to do some of the stuff that I want to, like using almost $1,000 for savings challenge, putting $100 towards my grandbaby sinking fund, putting $200 towards my kids' sinking fund. So I can make it work. I can pinch pennies if I have to, but this is where we're at. So $4,000 from my business is what I paid myself. My kids, they have, two of them have cell phones with me still, and one has vehicle insurance with me. This is the money that they pay. So while they're on my plan, they're both adults. One is 20, one is 23. Neither of them are in school anymore. And so they pay their bills, right? They're adults. And so that's where the 238 comes in. So we've got 4,238. I'm going to go ahead and round down to leave a little bit of money in my account. So we're going to work with $4,200 this month. My husband and I, we do budget separately, and the way we've got bills split up and everything, I generally pay him a smaller amount every single month. So I transferred $280 into his account. I had an amount on my Hyatt credit card of $124.58. I do have a roundup of $542 going to Australia. Electricity, we're on an equal pay. It's at $82 this year. I hope that it stays at 82. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So I have a $3 roundup. Verizon, this is for 4 cell phones that all have payments on them. We all have 4 fairly new cell phones, $320.97. I have a roundup of $325. So this bill right here, part of this goes towards this bill right here. Water, my estimate is about $85. Gas, as in heating the house, my estimate is about $40. This is our internet, and it is fiber optic cable, and it is worth every single penny. It's through a Wyoming-based company called Union Wireless, and so $114 is what I average, so another $1 for roundup. So bills are $1,060. And we've got a roundup of $13.45. Then down below, these amounts are the same amounts that they've been for quite some time. This is 4 weeks worth. So we've got $400 for food, $200 for prepper pantry, $50 for miscellaneous and fun, $50 for home, $160 for me for my spending money, $40 for pay it forward or give, $200 for the car. That includes gas, oil changes, and car wash. It does not include a long-term sinking fund. And so that is $1,100. So that leaves us with $2,040. Now over here, I have a lot of sinking funds that are getting no money this month. And that is because I am pinching pennies and slowly pulling back so that I can, I guess, what do I want to say? Evolve my budget to be more realistic with what my business is doing right now. So I've got gifts and celebrations. We're doing $180. My son and daughter, $200. Personal care, $200. I actually canceled my hair appointment this month to save a little bit of money. So you're going to see me in hats a lot more because my hair is growing out. My color is growing out, but that's one of those things that we spend so much money on and we don't have to. Land tax, $45 with a $5 roundup to Australia. Then we've got Sam's Club, $100, subscriptions, $20, pets, $200. Nothing for my car. I made a mistake and wrote that on there and then realized, because the other ones I've just left out, $100 going into my grandbaby sinking fund. She's going to be born next year, and $990 going into savings challenges. So we have got all of this cash breakdown right here for all of our things and stuff. And we're going to go ahead and start off with everything that goes into my wallet. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do this. And we're going to go ahead and start off with food. And so we need $400. And we're going to go ahead and unstuff my wallet. I guess I should do this first. Let's go ahead and unstuff it. My food money and my prepper pantry money is still here. And I actually spent part of this. I've just been a bad budgeter and I have not kept track of everything. So food, so I've got lots of sticky notes over here. So I'm going to keep track of what I've got left. And then I can determine exactly what I can put towards our debt. So that's what I used for leftover money. So I know I spent food money. I think I spent all of it. And prepper pantry, I can't remember. Now car, we have got $50 left over is all because I did spend other money. So this is going to go into my long-term car sinking fund because that one I actually kept track of. So we're going to move that into the sinking fund. For me, I just roll my money over. And so you can see I've got lots of ones in here. Let's make sure I didn't mess up and forget any of those ones. Nope, I did a good job there. Fun and miscellaneous. We've got $25. We're going to let that roll on over. Pay it forward. We've got 10. We're going to let it roll. Home, we have got $45. We're going to go ahead and take this, or I'm sorry, we've got $50. We're going to go ahead and take this 50 and we are going to move it towards our home long-term sinking fund. And then the last one is bank. So now it is unstuffed as far as it's going to get unstuffed for me. Now let's go ahead and restuff it. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I have done some shorts and stuff involving more of the exact breakdown. So we've got $100 for food. So I need to put $100 for food. And then we've got prepper pantry. We do $50 a week. If you are not familiar, I do have another channel. Right now it has minimal content. It just has grocery hauls on there, but I'm hopeful to start doing more about creating food on a budget. I want to start doing meal plans, doing meals that are very budget friendly because I know a lot of us really need that. So $50 for that. And then car is also going to get $50. So we're going to go ahead and put 50 in there. And we're going to put another 50 in these stacks. So we've got week 1, or week 2 technically, going into my wallet. Week 3, 4, and 5 here. And then we've got my money, which is going to be 2 20s for each pile. And so I give myself $40 a week to spend on whatever the heck I want. And I do consider this guilt-free money. Now, when we first started our debt journey, I did give myself a little bit of money, but not that much. So now we're going to go ahead and do 25 into fun. And so 25 for each of these piles. Actually, 25. This is where I get a little bit creative. So let me grab, I've got another cash envelope around here somewhere, which I seem to have lost. There it is. The reason why I need to grab this now is my hubby pays part of these as well. And so right here, I will show you that I've got this stapled together. So I've got $50 for home, $50 for fun to go into my wallet. That's from my hubby's budget. So we've got, let's see, we've got 25 there, 25 there, 25 there, right? Because that would all be for fun. So that's fun. We're going to come back to pay it forward because we're going to go ahead and do home next. So for home, I need to put $25 into home and 25 in each of these categories. Now, if that seemed confusing to you, it was because technically I put $100 towards those categories and my husband puts $100 towards those categories. Then we've got pay it forward, which is $10 a week. So 10, 10, 10, and 10 for my wallet. Pay it forward can be any sort of giving. It can be for somebody that is in need, or it can be for doing things like buying Girl Scout cookies. It can be giving an extra large tip at a restaurant. It can be giving people in need money or anything like that. So that is the whole concept there. And so I do have some sticky notes that were in with that other money. So we're going to use them. So we've got week 3, week 4, and week 5. You can see this used to say week 2. And so we're going to go ahead and just paper clip these and put these in the safe. And then once a week, I will clear out my wallet. I will notate my spending. If I have to, I will move some of this cash to the bank tab to pay for things that I have put on the credit card. I try to do that right away because if not, I will overspend. And so that's what I do here. And if you hear a puppy crying in the background, it is Loki. He is absolutely insane and wants to go out as soon as I let him in. So I'm trying to teach him. And he's not a baby. He is the youngest, but he's not a baby, okay? He is going to be 5, and he's just ridiculous. So wallet money is done. Perfect. And I think that's the first time I've shown you guys that since I started going to a more weekly based budget. So before I forget though, let's go ahead and take $50 from the home category and $50 from the car category. And we're going to go ahead and put this in here. So $50, this is my long-term sinking fund. This goes towards paying for license plates, paying for tires, bigger maintenance issues, but I also want to start putting more money in here because I want to buy my next car cash. And of course, that ain't no joke nowadays. And so we need to put $50 into home. Again, long-term sinking fund. And that's where that money went right there. So there's that. Let me go ahead and grab out my cheat sheet here so that I can keep myself on task. Now, if I wasn't filming this, you guys, this would go so quick when I got home. So don't think that this has to be something that takes you a long time because it does not have to. We're going to go ahead and start out with our holiday giving binder. And I like to start out with this one just because it's somewhat the most confusing because I do so many things that seem like it makes it harder. I'm not putting any money directly into Christmas, but we are going to do Christmas savings challenges today. Oh, this is giving. I don't have anything going into giving today. I don't have anything going into Christmas. Holidays. I have cut holidays out this week as well. Then we get into our birthdays though, and we are doing our birthday money. We are doing $20 for 4 envelopes. This is for me, for my husband, for my daughter, and my son. So we need to put $20 into everybody's. So we're going to put 20 into Peyton's. And then we shall go ahead and add 4 cupcakes because all of these cupcakes are $5. And these come from Plan to Plan Sticker Co. Just a fun way. You know, personally, I'm not using this as a savings challenge, obviously. I'm really using it as a tracker, but it is just a fun way to keep track of it. I mean, how much quicker would it be to just throw $20 in there and not do stickers for everybody? So if, you know, you look at the way that I do things and think I could never do that, it's way too confusing or takes too much time, just know that oftentimes I complicate things. Just being honest with you guys, I do sometimes tend to make things a little bit harder. I do believe back when I was using 100% cash for my budget, it was way easier as well. But like I said, I like getting the free travel miles. And so that's why we do what we do. So $20 to Bridger. And obviously he just had his birthday last month. So these are the first 4 stickers for him with this new set. I do need to get on Plan to Plan Sticker Co. and see if I want to go with something similar like this again this next year or what I want to do. And now let's take a look. I do believe this is going to finish out Julia's birthday money for the year because her birthday is at the end of the month, you guys. Julia is going to be 23. And so, yep, we've got 4 pieces of cake. So you can see that Plan to Plan Sticker Co. has several different options. And so it's just fun. I think the stickers help me with a sense of accomplishment. So we have completed this. Let's see what we've got. Now, ideally, we would have $260, but I took part of the money and already bought a girls trip for Julia. We're just traveling to Utah, but we are going to go to Sarah Millican, the comedy show. So I've got $100 in the bank for her, plus I have 67. So I've got $167. I am going to exchange this and get cash for her. And then this will just be spending money for her for a girls trip. And so once I exchange that 100, I will go ahead and put this in my wallet just like this so that I can give it to her when we do travel. Then there's no question whose money it is or anything. And I just fold that in half and I usually give it to my children or even my hubby so that they see I've been saving for them every single month. of the entire year. And that's what makes it affordable. All right, so we got both of those. And then we're going to go ahead and do $50 each into gifts and celebrations. So we've got 190 in gifts. This is gifts for everybody else besides my children. We don't buy a lot of gifts for other people, but there are times, like my daughter obviously has a significant other, as does my son. And so for theirs, eventually they will probably get one. And actually this next year, there's definitely going to be a fifth because there's going to be a grandbaby one in here. And so celebrations, we need to grab a 50. And celebrations can be absolutely anything. It can be correlated with somebody's birthday, or it can just be us getting together. And so we have got $277 in there. And this is just the money that I put in. Mr. Snowgardener oftentimes will put money towards that as well out of his categories. Okay, one binder done. I forgot to tell you guys, you should probably grab a beverage, a snack. You should be doing your chores that you hate while you listen to me. I've got a Coke Zero today. I wanted a Fresca, but I messed up and I don't have any Fresca in the fridge. I do have a 12-pack that I bought on sale, but I don't have them yet, dang it. All right, so let's see. We have got adulting. And what are we putting into adulting? Great question. Not putting anything to auto insurance this month. I do have an overage in my savings account for auto insurance, so I'm good to not put anything in there. I believe this month and maybe next month, because I just paid our insurance, and boy, car insurance is ridiculous. Nothing going into auto. You guys saw I added $50 in there already. My emergency fund is fully funded. Land tax is going to get $45. I did get the bill for land tax so that I can reassess and see what we have and what we need. And so normally in land tax, it's all in cash, but sometimes I need cash and I don't have it. So you see $100 is in the bank. And the reason why I keep cash for land tax is my county charges a fee if I use my card. And if I have to pay a fee to use the card, then I don't want it. Pets is going to go ahead and get $200. And that is going to be placeholders, right? I just want to make sure. Yep, $200 in placeholders for pets. Look at the stickers on those. And that was random, that little kitty. And we've got a couple otters there. So $200 in here. We do keep cash in the pet sinking fund. And this is mainly to pay the groomer. And we do have Yorkies and they do require some grooming. And I could save money by doing the Yorkie grooming by myself, but I choose not to. And so this is another thing that if I have to lower my budget, I most certainly can. Home is not going to get anything. Subscriptions, I am going to go ahead and put $20 into this. And I believe I will have my Friendly subscription coming out soon. And what is Friendly? Do I have a total back here? Friendly in November is $95.88. And so I've got $78 in the bank. And now I've got $55 here. So I've got plenty. I did just renew my Audible subscription as well. Sam's Club is going to go ahead and get $100 in placeholders. And what do we have in here? So we've got $180 that we can spend at Sam's. And now we are going to have $280. And I mainly order online for Sam's Club. I tell you guys this all the time, but I know different people watch my videos. And that's because there is no Sam's Club close to me. Okay, so we got Sam's, and we got land tax, and we got pets, and we got subscriptions. Perfect. Now let's go into the fun spending. There's not as much going into the fun spending as there normally is, which makes me very sad because this is my favorite binder. But, you know, you do what you got to do. Grandbaby, I'm going to go ahead and put $100 into the Grandbaby sinking fund. Nothing for books, nothing for me. So Peyton and Julia are both getting $100. This is my children, of course. This does not mean I give them the money. This is just money that I am able to use to take them out to lunch, to buy them things if I want to. And they're both adults now, so if they need a little bit of money for bills or something happens, I can pull it out of here if I really need to. A garden got cut out this time. Clothing got cut out this time. Personal care is going to go ahead and get $200 in here. And we are going to do cash. And what did I do? I did 4 50s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So $200. And I am getting lower in here. So I've got $650, thank goodness. And so for cash, I've got $225 in there. And with my eyelashes, my massage, and if I do my hair, then I spend more than $200 a month on personal care. So I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do and cut corners if I need to. Because sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And that, of course, is not a top priority in my budget or in my goals. So we've got $990 for our savings challenge as well, except for the ones, because we already did that. We should have 2 100s. We should have 4 50s. We should have 10 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We should have 14 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5s, we should have 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. I love it when everything comes together. And then we started with 100 ones, but we know we don't have 100 now. So technically we're going to put a little bit less in. Right now, we're going to go ahead and do our Christmas savings. I haven't done those for a while. And so I have 2 different Christmas. I have got Future Christmas. This is paying for our family vacation that we're taking in November. And so that's coming up quick. So I need to try to finish this out if possible, but I don't know how much money I still need because that's $1,500. So I'm not going to 100% finish it before we go, but I am going to probably maybe put some more money in here one more time. And we've already spent some of the money. And so, you know, if there's placeholders in there, I have already spent that money. So that is how it goes. And then we've got our regular Christmas. I'm not planning on buying a lot of Christmas presents this year. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about talking to my children, their significant others, and Bridger, and talking about doing a gift exchange and setting a price of $50 per gift and just drawing one person's name. That means each couple would have $100 for Christmas, and then everybody would get something. Nobody would be left out, and it's a reasonable amount for my children that are on a budget. Now, I will probably have a little bit more, but I'm going to try very, very hard not to do a lot this year because we're already purchasing this trip, and it ain't cheap, and I need to stop feeling like I need to spend so much on Christmas. So for the regular Christmas, let's go ahead and do $50. I'm going to set this one off to the side. We're going to scooch these ones over so hopefully they don't, you know, crash out. And you'll notice that I do have my It's Beginning to Cost a Lot Like Christmas. This is a little mini challenge book that you can get in my Etsy shop. And so we said we were going to do 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 15 ones. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and we'll just do 110. And I'm just going to set this off to the side. You guys might still be able to see it. I don't know if it's going to be on screen or not, but we are going to go ahead and get started in here. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of It's Beginning to Cost a Lot Like Christmas. What I have done is I have put my favorite paper clips on here. These are metal. This is one of the things that I share with you guys all the time. It's from Amazon. The link will be down below there, my favorite. And of course you do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Obviously I don't need a 1 on every page because if this is page 2, the other side is 1. So we need to grab a D12. And do I have a D12 here? I sure do. So D12, let's go ahead and see what we get. And I didn't grab out markers, so we are going to use colored pencils. So let's go ahead and put the colored pencils right there. And one day I'm going to get a chair that doesn't squeak. I promise you guys. Okay, so we're going to do 6. So 6 is this one right here. So a little scratch off. This is $50. And I've already decided if I don't get all of these done, I'm going to carry them on till next year because, of course, we're going to need money for Christmas next year. Okay, so $3 for that one. I got a new vacuum, you guys. However, I made a mistake and didn't buy a chargeable one. I bought one that has actual batteries in it. It's working pretty good so far. Let's do another one. We got 10. And so number 10 is this cute little kitty cat one right here. Merry Christmas. And we are starting at the bottom and going up. And so we've got $4 more going into that one. Perfect. And so what did we do, you guys? I didn't grab cash. What did I scratch? $3, $7, 5, 6, and 7. You guys, I just can't believe it that I lose track of myself that easy. I feel like my age is starting to show through for that. So we're going to go ahead and add $7 into our, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Perfect. And what do we have in here actually? I haven't done that challenge in so long. And so we've got 20, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $45 in there. Perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and do our randomizer. So we still need a D12. And sometimes I get kind of lazy and I finish out challenges and I just cross them off because this is permanent, but it's my favorite. And so this is from Ren, and that is from, why can't I think of Ren's channel name? It's going to come to me, I promise. She's got a challenge in here. I hate it when my brain goes empty. So this is Ren. Okay, Mischief Manage Budgets. I knew that, you guys. I knew that. All right, so let's get rolling. So we've got a 3, and that is Danny at Craft Coat Budgets. This is a $50 challenge. We've done everything on that side, but I want to go over here. $4. And these are all 1 to 5, which is a great amount for a challenge if your budget allows it, right? So $4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if we have to get more change, I most certainly will. And then we've got 4. And that's our friend Ren from Mischief Manage Budgets. And I love this one because I love Christmas. I'm Christmas crazy. I love Elf. And, ooh, that one's a little bit spicy. It's $8. And this is a $75 challenge, so it is a bigger one. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we are going to be doing a cash exchange at the end. So this video is going to be long. I've already told you guys that. But so we've got champagne. This is a $75 challenge. We've got 2 left. I have a feeling it's going to be spicy. Not too bad. Not too spicy. So $6 there. Man, it is really nice when you've got a vacuum that actually works. Okay, we've got 1, which is Laura. Ooh, I thought we were going to be done. This one's 1 to 5. Look at how cute this is. Laura Bell Creations. $5 there. I thought we were done. And I was trying to decide. I just put a new challenge in here today for one of the numbers, but I was trying to decide if I should just let these finish out like champagne, right? So if we roll a 2 next time, there's the spicy one. If we roll a 2 again, the challenge is already finished, right? So we're not going to be able to do it. So let's go ahead and take the money out. Now, I have been rolling this challenge, I believe, since last year. So if the money doesn't equal exactly 75, that's why. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65. Oh, 71, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It did. So we've got $75 going to our goal for Christmas. Maybe future Christmas, because like I said, I don't want to spend that much. I'm going to cross Champagne's name off right here, cross it off there, because I'm lazy sometimes, you guys. Okay, we need some different numbers. So 7, and this is a brand new one that I just put in here. So this is Budget with Carly, and this one, I'm afraid it's $85, and it's got the cute little Christmas flamingos, but I know this is going to be bigger. And what do we have? We've only got $10 left. Can we get less than 10? We did. We got $8. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we don't have, I don't think we have any challenges. Oh, we've got this one right here from my friend and sister-in-law Shannon, that I get to pick the amounts. I was rolling, but let's go ahead and just save $2 for this one, huh? So we're going to put the $2 into this one. And this is from 307 Design Studios. I am choosing to use this one twice. So technically these 2 hit roll the dice, save that amount. So I'm going to save these 6 amounts, and then I'm going to come back through and do the dollar amounts. And so that is 2 times that I can use this sticker savings challenge. All right, so I'm going to put this off to the side. and we will do a bill exchange. So that is it for our Christmas money for the regular Christmas. And now let's go ahead and do future Christmas. So future Christmas, I don't even know how much to do, you guys. Let's go ahead. This one's got some bigger numbers in it. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're only going to do 10 ones. We'll see if it bites me in the butt. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Let's go ahead and do 120. Because that's a big chunk of my 990. Now, I do still have money in my savings challenges that has been rolling over every single month. So I do have that. And with this book right here, I've just been using a D6. And, you know, we're not going to use our tower. We're going to use this nice big dice here. And I just count them and then we scratch one out. So we've got 3. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and scratch this one right here. Starting off strong with $13. So 10, 11, 12, and 13. But see, this one hasn't even got scratches off of it. Okay, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This one has 2 15s on it. Wow, 3 15s. I wonder if this whole page is 15s. That's funny. So $15 there. And we got 1, so we're just going to go to the back. That's going to finish this one out on the back. And it's, oh, I thought it was a single one. It's 11. I really did think it was a 1. So we're going to go ahead and add $11 more into this right in front because they go into the same envelope, obviously. And we've got another one, so we're going to go to the other side here. And we've got $18. And so 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Let's keep going. 2, 1, and 2. There's another one that hardly has anything scratched off. This one is $9. I want to look inside of this one and see if there happens to be a 1, which I don't think there is. Nope. So we're going to have to go ahead and do the 9. So 5, that's what I was afraid of. Let's get 5 more ones. I've got it sitting right here, so it's not a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4 going there, and 1 going there. 3, 1, 2, 3 is already done. Let's bounce forward. And we got another 15. Now, is there a 5 in there? There is not. So we're going to change one of these 20s out for 2 10s just to make our life a little bit easier. So we've got 15, so 1 and 5. And we're going to go to the back side right here. And yeah, this is a beast of a book, beast of a challenge, but it was great for, you know, a family trip because there ain't no joking around about that. I was a 10. I'm going to put this 10 back and grab this 20. And 6. So that's when we were on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $4. It's so funny when I get single digits in this book. I'm always like, that can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see if we need change. If we need change, we'll make it. And so that was the back. So we go all the way to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's going to finish this one off right here. And we've got $13. And of course, we don't have any 1s. So 1, 2, 3 for right here, 4 and 5. And I'm going to grab that 5. And then we're going to grab the 10, trying to make sure I'm staying right. That was a 3. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm a little bit afraid, you guys, because I only have $12 left. If I need to grab a little bit more, I will. Oh, nope, we're good. $10. That's funny. Both Christmas books ended up with $2 left over, and that's okay. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to put that back into the savings challenge money. Again, we're going to do a bill exchange at the very end. Several books that we're going to be doing. Now let's talk about savings challenges. and what's going on. You guys are not going to see Janelle Ray Budget's book on my channel this month. I had already previously decided, and I had let my members know that I was going to be creating something, but that's not why we're not seeing it. Janelle got super busy, and her husband, if you guys follow her, her husband had surgery and everything, and it fell through the cracks. I've got so many savings challenges and so much stuff. I'm not worried about it. So we are going to hodgepodge our way through this month without having that guaranteed challenge. And that's okay. So I've put 9 and 10 in here. So we've got our Baking Spirits Bright, and we've got our Passport Savings right here. I'm also working on Christmas Crazy, Pop It, Life's a Beach, The Life of a Creator, Life of a Duck, Dicetropolis, Shut the Box, and Save 2025 and 2025. And of course, this is our Dicetropolis. Let's go ahead and finish this Dicetropolis off. That will allow us to make a payment to the mortgage. I'm not going to show you the update for the payment for the mortgage today. I hope you guys are okay with that. This video, like I said, is going to be so long already. So for the lava, we need a D4 dice. And so that's the 4-sided die. So we've got this right here. I do not use the dice tower for this one because it's hard to get it out. And so right here, the object for this game is to stay away from 4. Did you guys ever play lava when you were a little kid and you jumped from, you know, couch to table to, you know, whatever? Don't touch the floor is lava. Well, 4 is lava on the D4 dice. And so it says if you roll anything other than a 4, you write an S. If you roll a 4, you get to re-roll once. You get 1 get out of jail free card or 1 do-over, as Drew says on here. And anything other than a 4, your safe may continue. If you make it 4 rolls without rolling a 4, then you save $4, which you see these top 2. If you roll a 4 a second time, however, you've fallen into the lava and add $4. So right here, I saved $5. So let's get going to this. So that one's a safe. So S. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. That's an S. That's a 1. I know you guys can't see these very good. That is a 4. And that is a 4. So here's our lava. And so we need to add 4. So we're going to save $6 for this one. It might help if I had grabbed money. We've got 2, which is safe. There's a 4. Okay, we're safe, but we've already used our get out of jail free card. We're safe. And we're safe. So 4. So we're going to add $10 to this challenge. But I didn't actually grab money for other savings challenges. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to do $100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80. We're going to grab a 20. We're going to be hopeful. And 20. And of course, this is why I have to do bill exchanges, right, you guys? Because you look at my small bills as we've done those other games, and they're already down quite a bit, but that's why we do bill exchanges, so no worry. So we need $10 for this right here. And then we need to grab out our other money, which should be, what, 13? So, Dicetropolis, all the way back here. Yes, $13. So that means we are putting $23 towards the mortgage. And we're going to call that one lava because that is what it is. So $23 to the mortgage. And you guys know what I say. Every dollar adds up. I don't care if that debt is over $100,000 and I'm adding 23 bucks. $23 closer than if I wasn't playing the games. Strikeout we already did. Well, let's go ahead and grab the next game and see what we've got. And this one is called Tracks. And I don't know what these are, you guys, so I have to read the directions. It says, this sheet plays as one game. Roll 1 D4 die. Write this number in the box at the top. This determines which track you are on. Odd or even. Continue rolling, writing each number on the track as you go. The object is to continue rolling numbers on your track. So if you are on an odd track, you want to roll only odd numbers. If at any point you roll a number that does not belong on your track, you have derailed. Save $1 for every safe roll. If you reach it all the way to the end, $5. Okay, so we need a D4. We've got this right here. We need a marker, and I don't want to have to clean this every time, right, you guys? So I'm going to try to write fairly small, even though with these markers, even though it's a fine point, it's a little bit hard to write small. So let's see. So we've got 3. So our first one, so we want to be on the odd track. Okay. So we're on this track right here. If I roll a number that does not belong on my track, you have derailed. Save $1 for each. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, 1, 3, 4. So we rolled a 4. So we derailed right here. And we need to save $1 for each roll. So that's $2. Okay. Let's see if we can do it again. Okay, 4. We're on an even track. So we did a 4. So we're good there. 2, 3. We fell off again. So that's $2. All right. Let's do it again. 1, 4. Great. So we fell off the track right away. We don't have any safe rolls. What do we do then, Drew? Please tell me. So we fell off the track right there. But it doesn't say. Because we don't have a safe roll, I'm not going to save anything. We're going to do it again. So 2. You guys know I mess up on this stuff all the time. So 2. Can we make it to the end? 3. No, we can't. So that's $1. Let's do this again. I like this because it's not very much money. Okay, so we rolled a 4. We fell off the track already, not saving any money. We rolled a 1. Okay. We rolled a 1. We rolled a 4, so we derailed. $1. Okay. That's kind of fun, huh, you guys? Simple. This would be a fun one for teaching for your children. If you've got younger kids, learning their odds and even numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course, you can help teach them, and possibly they could, you know, if they get an allowance or they get anything from you, or maybe this is a way that they can get money, or you can use play money, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be real money. Now, let me grab my binder, and we are going to do our save 2025 and 2025. So let's go back to savings challenge. Okay, savings challenge right here. We are going to roll a D8. D8 right here. We're going to use this. So we got a 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go ahead and save $13. Trying to color different numbers in each one. So $13. Okay. 10, 11, 12, and 13. Let's roll it again. We're getting there, you guys. And a 4. So this one right here, that's the last one for that. 25. So 4 is completely finished. Go ahead and do this one. So if we roll a 4 in the future, we will get to pick which one we want. And I feel like we should go ahead and do one more, because this, of course, is for mortgage, which is our #1 goal. So 5 is right here. Let's do the lowest of that one. Let's do 13. There's still quite a bit in 5. 13 more dollars. So 10, 11, 12, and 13. Let's see how much. Oh, we got quite a bit, which is a good thing, right? We've got 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. I love it. And what do we have in here already? It's a great question. Let me find it. If I could find it. It's weird having 9 and 10 in here now. It throws my whole scheme of stuff off. Oh, I couldn't find it because it's all the way at the back, of course. And all we have in here right now is $6. Now, I am going to go ahead and do a bill exchange for this really quick, just because it's going to get put in the binder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go ahead and grab another 5. But let's grab a 20. Actually, let's grab a 50, shall we? So I'm going to grab a 50 out of the stack over here. And we have got 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. Those are going back in there. So $56, $57, towards our Save 2025 and 2025. Not too shabby. And now, you guys, I want to play a round of Shut the Box. The only thing I've been playing Shut the Box since lately has been my daily games. But your girl wants to play Shut the Box. So can we find Shut the Box? Because it's not where it belongs. I found it. It was in the closet. I need to hole punch it and just put it in the binder. But I haven't done it because, like I said, I've been doing them on the daily games. So we need our 2 D6. And you know what? Let's just use these red ones. I really like them. And let's go ahead and grab out our gel highlighters. Love these gel highlighters too. That's one of the things that I get asked about all of the time as well. And we just did, let's do yellow and purple. And purple will be what we roll. And we might do a couple rounds. We'll see, right? It depends on how much money we've got left. All right, let's get started. I forgot to say, no whammies, big bucks. Shut the Box, I think, will always be one of my favorite games. So $3 there, or $3.11. We're going to go ahead and do 7 and 4. And yes, you guys, sometimes I don't see a number that's right in front of me. If I have already missed it, I'm not going to go back and redo it. I do appreciate you guys letting me know, but I make mistakes. Surprise, surprise. Another 11. So we're going to do 5 and 6. Yep. And if you guys are wondering why I don't do 9 and 2, I try to do 2 at the very last because it is what we consider a whammy. Okay, big bucks, no whammies. And we got a 6. That was the only bad thing about doing that. So yeah, right here, did we spend all of our money? We got 20 bucks, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whew! $20. We need to color these in. Luckily, they're right next to each other, so I can do it fairly fast. I do want to do one more round. And if I have to grab a little bit more out of the bag of savings challenge money, then I will. But yeah, so that is the way that I play. I try to use the 2 very last. Sometimes it works. That time, I don't know if it worked so well, but it is what it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this pinky color, and we're going to do blue. Okay, so we're going to use this color for what we roll. And no whammies, big bucks. Okay, we got a 10. We like that because then we can use our 9 and our 10. And I don't know what color to call this one because that's pink up there, that's orange, and this is like in the middle. What color would you guys call this one? I don't know if you guys can see that really good on there, but it's definitely different than those two. We got another 10, so we're going to do 7 and 3. And of course, we got to say again, no whammies, big bucks, but not too big a bucks because we don't got that many bucks left over there to play. Let's see. We've got 9. So we can do 4 and 5. I almost started freaking out going, oh my gosh, we don't have enough money for that. So 4 and 5. So we've got 6 and 2 and 8. So we can roll an 8, a 6, or a 2 and still stay alive. And we did a 6. So now, oh, and I guess I should have said a 10 the last time because now we can roll an 8, a 2, or a 10. And if we shut the box, we're just going to take whatever all that money is. That's how we're going to play it. I don't know what's there. We got a 12, so we did not. So we've got 10. And hopefully there's $10 there. I think there is, but that's just me guessing. So 30 bucks. We're going to go ahead and pay this to the mortgage today because the rest of this game is being utilized for the daily games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So $3 is just going to go back into the pile. We're going to go ahead and grab our money. We're going to put this off to the side. And so we've got Lava for 23. And then we've got Shut the Box. And we've got lots of ones here. Shut the Box. Oops. I mixed the 23 into that like a silly goof. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. $30. So $53 going to the mortgage today. All right, you guys, I'm going to say goodbye to you right now. Doesn't mean we're done, but it means I'm done chit-chatting with you guys, because I'm going to go ahead and get this bill exchange done so we can get some of our change back into the system so that we can utilize it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and remind you guys to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, fuck everybody, just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot, Head full of flies, so here come the clouds, They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost, Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. Afloat, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,